Hey, what's up guys, this is Styles, and today I'm going to be casting a ZVZ on Shakuro's Plateau. The players are going to be IdrA spawning as a green Zerg, and his opponent is going to be Daisuki spawning as a pink Zerg. And I'm actually interested in how this game is going to actually play out right now, because like I said in my previous cast, ZVZs are the most volatile, well, if you were to ask me, the most volatile sort of matchup, because of all the units and like just the different sort of builds that people like to go. And I'm going to see how... Basically, I'm wondering how Daisuki is gonna respond to Idra's style of play, because IdrA does have a very macro style of play. I want to see if that transfers over in a Zerg style as well, if he's gonna go for that early hatch, because in a ZVZ that early hatch could be like pretty much what screws you over if your opponent decides to go mass lings and roaches and you weren't prepared because you dropped 300 minerals on that expansion. Then you're gonna be so far behind the army count that defender's advantage might not even help you. So I'm really excited to, and like I said, excited to see what this matchup's going to be like, and what the choices that the players are going to make. Looks like both players are actually going to like 14 drones and already no pool yet. So this is actually going to be. It looks like they're both responding going for a pretty macro style of play. Early gas going down for Daisuki. Most likely going to go for that early link speed, or just going to bank on gas and hope so that he can get some good a lot of roaches out. Scouting drone going out for Daisuki, and IdrA still droning up like crazy. No pool, no hatchery down yet still, and already at 15 supply, nothing, and he's just dropping down a hatchery, so he's going to go for a 15 hatch right now. And this might be a problem if Daisuki decides to go for really fast speedlings, because IdrA will not be able to respond in time, because he still hasn't even worked on his spawning pool yet. Getting his gas right now, and it looks like he's about to bank up to 200 right now. Should be dropping down that spawning pool. Totally like stumbling over my words right now. I'm sorry, but anyways, here we go. Looks like spawning pool is just about to finish for Daisuki. Will he initially get a lot of lings? Because he did scout that early. It looks like he did scout that really early hatchery by IdrA, so he should be responding with a lot of lings. Instead, he's gonna looks like he's gonna go for a wave of drones and get a queen out. IdrA, if Daisuki does not attack or try to put a lot of harassment on top of IdrA's play, then IdrA is gonna be so far ahead because of this early hatch that Daisuki does not have. Looks like link speed is gonna be coming out for Daisuki. And will he be able to put on enough harass? Only 2 Zerglings coming out right now. He does have a larva out, and he's actually banking a lot of minerals. Is he planning on dropping down a hatchery right now? This is actually really interesting, because if a Zerg decides to drop his hatchery after he notices his opponent is going to be dropping that hatch, the opponent's going to be dropping the hatch, then there is going to be the problem of that his hatchery is going to be so late he won't be able to macro up as his opponent is. It looks like there's also going to be 6 Zerglings coming out for IdrA and metabolic boost for him as well. This is kind of like, I'm guessing this is a little bit of overkill if you were to ask me, to get this many Zerglings, especially this early in the game. When he knows that does he even know that Daisuki went for that hatch? He does not know that Daisuki went for hatch for all. So I guess this makes sense in the fact that IdrA would expect more lings out right now if Daisuki were to go for a huge harass type of play. But there is no harass coming from Daisuki, and looks like IdrA himself is going to put out the harass. Bailing that's going down for Daisuki right now. I don't think that's going to finish anytime soon. 6 Zerglings coming out for Daisuki. 6 more, well, only 4 out right now. 6 more on the way. It looks like Daisuki does have the extra queens to try and defend, but there's just so many links from IdrA. 22 Zerglings out for IdrA right now, and Zergling speed just fitting for Daisuki. Daisuki does have the Zergling speed advantage right now. Queens attacking the Zerglings. Will the Zerglings be able to get a good surround on the queens? Looks like that will not be the case, because he does not have the Zergling speed. Zerglings just bouncing around all over the place. Hatchery just finishing for Daisuki. Bailing that's almost done. 20 Zerglings coming out for IdrA right now. IdrA putting down the pain right now. Queens doing a really good job at trying to block the ramp. And Zergling speed just finished for IdrA. Now both players have Zergling speed. Zerglings just darting around all over the place. Looks like IdrA will back out, but it still looks like a lot of Zerglings streaming in from his base, still collecting them at the bottom of the ramp. 5 Banelings on the way for Daisuki. If IdrA's Zerglings are caught out of position, but these Banelings hatch! Oh my god! Really good pull away by IdrA. He almost lost so many Zerglings. I had just like the biggest moment where I swore I had a heart attack. Oh, good play by IdrA, sending out 2 Zerglings just to pretty much self-auto detonate that Baneling. Now trying to pick off that one Baneling so that he can't really do. Getting 4 kills with that Baneling. Oh dang! I swear Oh my god, Daisuki, IdrA, you're giving me heart attacks right now. These Banelings are just so iffy. I don't know what's going to happen. IdrA trying to get that one snipe off. Doesn't look like he will be able to. But that was a great play, being able to take out 2 Banelings with only 2 Zerglings. That was amazing. Putting him definitely in the lead right now if you were to ask me. But 12 more Zerglings on the way for Daisuki. Oh, that Baneling, I swear these Zerglings are just darting around the danger zone with that Baneling. And yeah, it looks like there's gonna be calm. That Baneling is gonna try and go out, but and I love how the Lings of Daisuki are trying to protect it, get a nice little surround, make sure no other Zergling is gonna try and snipe it with one. Ooh, oh my god, Zergling's engaged again. Will that Baneling be able to get off? Oh, it looks like he got 3 kills with that, but looks like the other 2 Banelings are gonna try and march across the map. Whoa, using the, I love how he uses the vision block of the tall grass so that he could try and get a good Baneling, but Baneling exploding on 1 Zergling again. Will he be able to get, whoa, cutting it close right there. Looks like he's gonna try and get two Zerglings for 1 Baneling. That's still a good trade-off, and there we go. It looks like that Baneling died without being able to take out too many. Roach Warren just finished for IdrA. Evo Chamber going down for IdrA as well. It looks like he's gonna be trying to get on top of the upgrade, just trying to extend the lead right now, because if you were to ask me, I would say he definitely has the lead. If you look at the units lost type, IdrA does have less units, less minerals and resources lost from these engagements, so he definitely is in the lead. He has 2 more drones than his opponent. Now it looks like 5 more drones. So like I said, in ZVZ, every drone matters. Because Zerg is such a macro like, you know, race. If you have more drones than your opponent, who's also a macro race, then you're obviously out macroing your opponent. So, you know, IdrA, if you were to ask me, is completely in the lead right now. But we'll see if Daisuki can pull it off with these, like, pull off some clutch Baneling explosions. And because right now, even though IdrA does have the leads thus far, those Banelings can make a world of difference. If 1 Baneling is able to go on top of these Zerglings, then pretty much IdrA has no defense. And Daisuki would be able to just run into the natural and the main of IdrA and put on some really good hurt. Looks like there are 2 roaches already out for IdrA, and wow, 6 more drones on the way for IdrA. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of engagement, harass back and forth, but looks like IdrA is going to be pushed out. And +1 attack, missile attacks, and another hatchery. Is this going to be a macro hatch? Yes, it is. Yes, indeed it is. It looks like there's going to be a macro hatch by IdrA and a layer going up, and 6 more drones. And IdrA is just powering through this right now. Looks like layer also going down for Daisuki. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like IdrA is going to be ahead in the layer tech as well. So I'm wondering if IdrA's going to do like a +1 attack timing attack, and he's also getting roach speed upgrade. So IdrA might seek to pretty much end this as quickly as possible. And again, Zerglings now making their way across the map. Daisuki looks like he wants to put on some pressure himself. No, it looks like he's gonna back away. 10 drones just finished, or like 2 finishing and 8 more on the way for Daisuki right now. Daisuki trying to catch up in the micro play. 10 roaches coming out for IdrA. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start putting on some really heavy pressure right now, destroying that neutral supply depot. I guess he really hates Terran. But here we go, 7 more roaches. Infestation pit coming down for Daisuki. That was a really weird way to say it, my bad. 2 Evo Chambers coming out for Daisuki. It looks like he's also going to try and catch up in the upgrades. IdrA's attack level 1 has just finished, missile attack, but he's not trying to do any sort of timing attack or anything like that. He's just massing up a lot of roaches. 17 roaches out right now. That's a problem. When your opponent has more roaches than you have lings, then you definitely know you're in a bad situation. But yeah, like I said, these Banelings could do a lot of damage if they go off on the Zerglings. But you know, if they go off on the roaches on accident, if Daisuki mismicros that, there's gonna be a huge problem. Look at, there's a huge. I feel like I say huge a lot of times, but there's gonna be a big like army differential right now. 126 to 91. 5 infestors on the way, but they won't have the initial energy to start off with the fungal growth. Cancel of the hatchery is going down for Daisuki. Looks like he's gonna get some emergency spine crawlers going up. He does not have enough roaches to stop this. He has to make some clutch fungals or something, but he does not have enough energy for the fungals. He has to save these Banelings as well to try and get those Zerglings. IdrA's army just marching into this base right now. These spine crawlers are not able to finish. He's not even getting the cancel off. He's able to one-shot these pretty much. Queen going down, infestors out, but then they will not be able to drop any fungals, only dropping some emergency infested Terrans, but they won't do anything to this amount of roaches. And the roaches for Daisuki are just pretty much falling right now. 5 more roaches on the way for and GG from Daisuki, and he leaves the game. What a clutch play by IdrA, just pulling out that many roaches and just pretty much running into the base of Daisuki. You can see a lot of reinforcing roaches just streaming his way. And oh my goodness, what a good game by IdrA. Daisuki trying to hold on, but I feel like IdrA did way too much damage in the early game with that with those Zerglings, and the fact that he had the hatchery so early on pretty much put Daisuki in the rear footing, I guess, and pretty much was not able to get out of this sort of bad situation, if I may. And so yeah, good game amongst these two players. It's just, this is what I mean, like, if Zerg versus Zerg is so volatile, at 1 second IdrA had only like 3 or 4 roaches, and the next thing you know, he just powers on roaches, just SR, and just holds down R, makes like 10 roaches at once, and just starts streaming roaches at the enemy base. It was just an amazing game. And also that crazy Zergling play in the beginning of the game. Anything could happen if those Banelings went off on the Lings. This game may have gone completely in a completely different direction. But you know, all we can do is metagame, I guess, and just like think what if. But yeah, what a good game this was, and I have another game between IdrA and Daisuki. So yeah, I'm excited to be casting that game too. So go on to game 2. Alright, peace.